I'm gonna bring you with me to work out at a local gym in Cape Town, South Africa. Let's go. Hi, I'm Becca. I'm a world traveler and I'm a fitness freak. No matter where I am in the world, I've traveled to over 40 countries across 5 different continents. I always make time for health and wellness. And one of my favorite things to do when I'm exploring a new place is go to a local gym and get a taste of a different side of that country and local life. A couple of years ago when I started to travel, I thought that I didn't have time or money to be able to afford going to a gym in another country. But I've since realized that it's just a matter of priorities. There is always time and it is always worth the money. The gym is called Virgin Active and there's multiple locations of these scattered throughout Cape Town. The one that I joined cost about 2,000 Rand, which is like $100 US, but the other location was only like 1,000 Rand and closer to $50 US. But honestly, it's one of the nicer gyms that I've ever been to or worked out at, especially with all the amenities such as this high rocks room. There's a co-working space, there's a cafe, there's a cold plunge and sauna, there's tons of machines. If it's busy, you might have to wait, but you rarely have to wait, especially during the day. This location of the gym is at a mall called Cavendish Square, which is really close to where I'm staying. Usually I don't like going into malls or going into the gym on a beautiful summer day, but this gym is so light and bright and it has a beautiful view of Table Mountain, so it's kind of like the best of both worlds. Most of the gym is this strength section with tons of machines, dumbbells, free weights, kettlebells, etc. But then there's also a big cardio section on the other side. It's all super spacious. There's tons of trainers walking around and the other people working out here are super inspiring. They also have a beautiful yoga studio where you can sign up and take hot yoga classes, but when the class isn't in session, you can come in here and do your own thing. And this is the cardio section, which has tons of treadmills and bikes and Stairmasters, elliptical, etc. And it also has an amazing view of the swimming pool and the mountain behind it. This is so cool. This is a High Rocks room, which I think is a new addition to the gym as High Rocks is becoming more and more trendy. And I did a couple workouts in here, which kicked my butt, but were super fun. And here is the swimming pool, which is one of the most beautiful gym style swimming pools I've ever seen. I love how it's open air and there's floor to ceiling windows right behind it with a view of the mountain. The gym also offers water aerobics classes. I haven't done one of these, but looks kind of fun. There's also this great co-working space, which was honestly packed every time I went to the gym, which is another great asset. The location is really nice. They also have a lot of different classes you can take, including reformer Pilates, aerobics, cardio classes, and boxing. I was running around taking videos for this YouTube video and I stumbled on a dance class, which I wish I had more time in Cape Town so I could go to one of these. It looks so fun. But I'm honestly just so impressed by how much this gym offers and how there's something for everyone. And every class is fully booked. Like I couldn't get a single class and I'm here for 2 weeks. My friend sent me a High Rocks workout that I did in this room yesterday and it kicked my butt. So today I just stuck to a lifting workout that my trainer sent me and I'll take you along with me. When I came here a year ago, I had not started lifting yet. I remember my friends lifting and I was intimidated by that and I just hopped on the treadmill, which is always a good option as well. But in the last year, I started to lift and it's changed my life, completely changed my body. I feel so much stronger. And so it's so cool to be back in the same gym, but have it feel and look completely different based on what I'm doing here. And that said, the first thing I did here was hop on the treadmill, but I was just walking on incline to get my heart rate going and to warm up and just get into the zone before I went over to do the lifting. I started to work with a trainer just exactly a year ago out of Seattle, but since I'm traveling basically full time, I've only seen him a handful of times since we started working together, but he gives me these amazing workouts in an app that I can follow no matter where I am in the world. And when I started to work with him, I told him my goals were to build lean muscle as well as become a better, stronger runner. I also set strength goals with him, and one of my big ones is to do 10 pull-ups. I'm still doing the assisted machine, but I feel like I'm slowly but surely improving. As someone who loves to run and who loves cardio, I've always been very numbers motivated, like watching my pace, how many miles I can run, or even swimming, seeing how fast I can go. So for me, lifting was a big adjustment to, find some different internal motivation and to not get bored just doing the same exercises on repeat, But now that it's been about a year, I've actually grown to appreciate and really love lifting. Also, lifting requires a lot of patience to see results. I thought after a few weeks I was gonna see some crazy magic happen, and it honestly took months before I really started to see and feel my body change. But now, a year later, I'm feeling stronger than I ever have, and the way my body has changed aesthetically has truly blown me away because I've always been working really hard at running, at the gym, and in fitness classes, and I've never seen such drastic results with what felt like little effort. And as much as I love to travel, a big part of me wishes I could just stay in the same place so that I could really focus on my fitness goals and work with a trainer regularly, more than a few times a year, maybe a few times a week, because I know there's so much I have left to learn about lifting with like form and techniques. I might be one of the only girls in the gym that is actually like waiting for and hoping that a trainer or a random guy or a random girl comes up and gives me unsolicited gym advice, which I don't know, maybe you would be surprised or maybe not. This happens quite often. After doing a lifting workout, which you can see through this video, and I'm gonna add it to the description because why not? Maybe someone wants to try it. I always go and I train abs almost every day just because it's exercises I love to do. I find that my core recovers really quickly. My core also helps me with other activities that I love to do, like run, hike, swim, etc. And I think in order to have visible abs, this is something that you have to train regularly, kind of like what I'm learning with the pull-ups. For difficult exercises or things that you want to show, you have to put in the reps consistently. And for my core workout, I use this Norwegian 4x4 challenge that I learned from one of my favorite yoga studios in Austin, Texas, which is called Pure Yoga. And the Norwegian 4x4 is 4 exercises, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds rest. And for this, I usually do mountain climbers, bicycles, burpees, and a weighted sit-up. But you can really choose any 4 of your favorite ab exercises or core exercises and do them 45 seconds on, 15 seconds rest, and then maybe take a minute break in between to catch your breath. And no matter what exercises you choose to do, you do that 4 times through. So it ends up being 16 minutes long, or it could be 20 minutes long if you add the minute rest in between. When I go in Texas, it's in a really hot yoga studio and I'm working till failure almost every single time. So I try to keep up with this when I'm away so that when I go back, I'm a little less humbled than I already know I'm going to be. Yoga is another fitness thing that I love and I find so important for recovery and just to make my body feel good. And of course, the mind-body connection is like nothing else. In some locations when I'm traveling, I find it really easy to stay in this habit, especially if there's nice yoga studios nearby or places that I want to try for yoga, or I'm somewhere tropical and I can just do something on the beach or at the place I'm staying. But in other locations, adding yoga can be hard when you're already trying to add fitness to begin with, trying to run, or maybe you're there for another reason, like it's a ski trip. So it's just one more thing. But yoga is so important. So I always try to do a little flow at the start or the end of a workout and loosen up my hips, stretch things out, and also just kind of calm myself down and ground after a And for yoga workouts, I usually just make it up as I go, and I honestly pretty much do the same thing every time because my goal is just to loosen up my muscles and stretch a bit. But I found that there's other great people on YouTube for yoga flows, or you can Google it. Or something funny I've been doing recently is I'll ask ChatGPT for a workout, and you could even ask ChatGPT for a yoga flow, and you just have to glance at your phone, but she, whatever, they are great at coming up with workouts. And my favorite part of this gym might be the sauna and the cold plunge that they have to hop in the locker room after. This was not here a year ago. It's crazy how this trend's taken off, but it's such a good feeling. The cold plunge is usually around 5 or 6 degrees Celsius, and I've been going for 3 minutes every day. It gets a little bit easier every day, but I would never call this easy. It still burns and your body kind of feels numb after a minute. But it feels so good after when the blood rushes back. And then luckily in this case, there's also a sauna right there. So I can run straight from the cold plunge to the sauna and go back and forth if the time allows. And another amazing element of this gym is the cafe called Kauai at the bottom. This is one of the first places I ate in Cape Town and I crave it all the time. It has delicious, healthy things like smoothie bowls, smoothies, juices, juice shots, wraps, etc. And today I got a peanut butter protein smoothie. It's delicious. So there you have it. That's what it's like to work out in South Africa at a beautiful gym in Cape Town. If you have questions about this, about health and fitness, my journey with lifting or anything travel related, comment below and I would be happy to answer your question. If you like this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to my channel, and if you want more, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and I also have a travel blog. Peace.